If you've ever had to glance over one of these questions and then just had to guess because you couldn't even comprehend what was going on in the passage, then this video is for you because today we are mastering those logically complete the text questions in 5 minutes. These questions are basically just saying, hey, based on everything I just told you, what sentence finishes the thought I just started? And I know may sound like common sense, but here's how the SAT will trap you. You'll read the first few lines, your brain will go, I don't remember a word I just read. Now that is trap number 1. What you need to do is skim a line for the point and forget the details. And let me show you what I mean. So Tony spends hours tinkering with his electric guitar amp, adjusting various settings in an effort to achieve the perfect distortion for his music. If we simplified this just read for that point, you could have got something like Tony messes with his amp to get a cool sound. Now that my brain can actually comprehend. And what you want to do is repeat this process line by line. Distortion is created. I'm just going to pause that sentence right there because all the sentence is doing is defining distortion. And here's the thing, it's background info. And I can tell you right now that background info for this question type is almost always skippable. Why? Because it's not the point of the paragraph. If a line is just there to explain something and it doesn't push the idea forward that we're looking for, you can move on. So recently, Tony experimented with different input signal levels and discovered that while high input levels produce rich, sustained distortion, they also increase the risk of damaging the amp's internal components. Simplified, we could just say something like high input equals good distortion, but it's risky and could damage the amp. Again, my brain. Check. Research on amplifier performance suggests that maintaining optimal input levels is crucial for producing quality distortion while preserving the amp's durability. Simplified, there's a sweet spot, and that's the main idea here. So now, these findings suggest that Tony's experimentation with input signal levels blink, and here comes trap number 2, which is reading the answer choices too early. Now, don't look at them yet, because if you peek too soon, your brain starts to overthink, and this is a classic SAT trap. Instead, you want to finish the sentence yourself, so let me read it again, let's run it back. These findings suggest that Tony's experimentation with input signal levels blank, something you could predict, are helping him figure out the balance. Great sound without breaking his amp. Now let's check out those answer choices. So A is saying his experimentation may require him to limit the frequency range of his guitar to reduce the risk of damage. Now this introduces a new concept, frequency range. If an answer brings up something new, it's bait. So bye-bye answer choice A. B is saying his experimentation does not allow him to sustain distortion effects without degrading the sound quality. Now this changes the outcome. The passage said high input risks amp damage, not sound quality. Since it flips the logic, it's bait. C is saying that his experimentation may help him balance sound quality with the long-term functionality of the amplifier. This is exactly what the paragraph was building towards. No new info, no twists, it just finishes the thought. And if you wanted to know, the answer choice you may have chosen, D, is saying that his experimentation could result in him prioritizing volume over the clarity of distortion effects. This sounds specific, but volume and clarity were never mentioned. If it sounds fancy, but it isn't in the paragraph, it's off script, so it's also wrong. The right answer here is C. And quick strategy recap, you want to skim and simplify each line because you're reading for the point, not the details. Finish the sentence yourself, match your idea, and then eliminate answers that A, introduce new info, flip the logic, or sound specific but aren't in the passage. By the way, if there is a question type you want to see next, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one.